Okay, so this is video number 2, which you'll probably see come first in your emails. But so this is kind of the correction. So this is kind of the drill process we talked about. Here's the swing circle. So bottom of the swing impact is what we're after here. And we know before that we know what kind of impact we had before. So this is on the way down. We kind of saw, see, the arms, that left arm started breaking down a little bit already. So there we go. We're way more spread out here than how we started, correct? Okay. So now we got good here. So phase 1 or segment 1 has to do with, alright, what's the thing I'm going to do at the top of the swing that's going to trigger my success to be better at the bottom? Dan, get out of the way. Okay, so here we define it a little bit. Alright, here's your moment of truth. I don't care how high it goes. You gotta have that arm, instead of breaking down, we gotta get it long on the way down. Reestablish the length of that left arm. Not this way, right? Go as slow as you need to. Let's move into you doing it by on yourself here. So now we're going just full swings, trying to do it. So we're in that one segment though. Okay, looks a little straighter, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. All right. Looks a little straighter. Look at the difference. Now, when you're doing your practice swing, now this is the other swing here when you're actually hitting the ball. Look at the freedom of movement in your body. Just look at how your legs are moving. Everything's transferring. You got all kinds of stuff going on here because your mindset was a little bit more free. Okay. We kind of started that process a couple hours ago. Said, hey, this golf swing is a free-flowing motion. And so some other good things tend to happen when we just take that mindset, even though we're in a particular segment. So we start hitting that ground pretty consistently there. Mm-hmm. Better. Good. Long radius, much better. There's a good ground hit, huh? Mm-hmm. So when we're seeing a good ground hit, and actually, see that ground hit is in front of where the club was laying, that's a bonus. You hit the ground in front of where the ball was, that means the ball goes in the air. Okay. See the difference in your arms? Okay, so the next segment then was after impact, making the hit and stick, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, I've still got a window there, but it's not as bad as this window on the right here. Right? Wow. Now again, remember I said earlier that part of the window problem also has to do with your body not turning. See, your body didn't turn much there. So that's a big old window. This at least is a skinnier window. Your arms are extending better. But as soon as those arms start reaching over each other earlier,
okay,
the window's going to close sooner.
All right.
One step at a time.
Okay.
Okay. One step at a time. Because all of a sudden you just start hitting the ground almost every time here. That's better. But look at how your body just is moving and moving, freeing it up. Good. Much better. Good job. All right, now this is when we kind of talked about again, phase 3, I said don't worry about it, and I'm not too worried about it. I just want to do this for video. But basically, let me start over here. All right, so we talked about the circle. We talked about the middle of the circle is your head, right? So what happens with you, we know it gets a little tall, but then it starts moving ahead a little bit. See that? So how soon that moves ahead can be kind of critical. If it's starting to move too early, it's actually better than it was. Watch this one. This is the better one over here. See, sometimes when we run into something, a thing or two that we get better at, a couple other bonus things get fixed too.
Okay.
When we get a 2 for 1, 3 for 1, that's a good
like
deal. So what I'm seeing on the left, watch what your head does here. You know, it's dipping and kind of going forward. Look, there's those arms. A lot of work there because you're keeping your head down so much. Looks much better already. So here we're kind of working on keeping the head a little more stationary, which again, it's low priority. Just want you to be aware of it. It's something you can do in front of the mirror. Just watch your head. You don't even need a club for some of this stuff. All right, here's the head stuff. So the fixed point is on top. So this is the drill where the head stays. There you go. But we're still looking for the ball. That looks good. Alright, let's do the posture. And watch how much better that posture is going to look than this earlier stuff. So now we're aware of it, you can see how you're kind of sitting back a little bit on the right, huh?
Right.
So what happens is you're sitting back, there's your wall there. Now you move away from the wall, see?
Right.
That's where you belong.
Okay.
That's where you got there, because you're actually balanced there.
Okay.
You got to the top of your swing, you found your own balance.
Oh.
You didn't even have to worry about it. So now, with the knees more over the toes on the left, now we got good structure there. A little bit more bent over there. Look at the difference. Big difference. So that's going to have an effect on the bottom of the swing.
Okay.
So you got a better angle down to the ball. You're finding the ground better because of the stuff we've been working on, but you're finding the ground better too because of that. So, bottom line is the ground is our friend.
Okay.
So the ball gets up in the air when we have a better impact. So we've got those 3 phases. From the top of the swing down, long arms, phase 1, impact and after, long arms, close the window on the left side of the front side of the ball, and then the posture to begin with. Okay? So everything's been recorded. You won't forget anything because you're going to be just keep revisiting them.
Yeah.
Keep listening to the words, keep seeing the pictures. That's the best way to learn.